My dad is going to drive us to Africa with this van. Ah, yes, I will be driving as well. We are leaving from Espoo, Finland, home, to Africa, specifically Morocco. There's two things. We want to see the dunes and the argan trees. And my father also wants to know how many camels he would get if he sold me. So my editor asked me to make some kind of a presentation about myself, but I'm not so good at that. So you and we will get to know when the trip goes forward. But my dad.
Okay, I will show you some pictures who I am, who I really am.
I was born in Helsinki and this is my first vehicle, snow sledge. As a kid I was playing some football and ice hockey. And I joined the Scouts and was several years there. I graduated as an engineer before Nina was born. Here we are on the top of the highest point in Finland, Halti. Also, my daughters was in Scouts and they tried to learn some skills, but it was hard for me, so I had to chill down. We managed with Nina to come on the highest point of the Sweden and also the highest point in Norway. Achieved the confession about good work in Scouts. Always have been competition with some sports and taking a little bit more relaxing sports and traveling on amazing places like this and done some cool stuff with Nina also. Recently I have been traveling with my motorcycle and get to some travels, but that's another story.
And the most important member of this crew is the adventure cat, Rudi. Rudi is a very average cat, nothing special, but she's a little smaller than the usual cat, I don't know why. Regardless of this, she's a very smart one. Question number 2, why are we going on this trip? And to be honest, I'm a little bit like a child at these things still. I do stuff without any reason. Actually, how it started was that we were having a phone call, just a casual talking about this and that. And he just mentioned that, yeah, he could join my road trip. And then it was kind of like, well, why not? Let's do it. Let's set a date and let's go.
On the road again.
So I just drove into the garden and he packed his stuff into the van and then we drove off.
We have arrived at the border of Estonia and Latvia.
I'm happy we didn't hit a tree when we came last night. It was so dark. Dad was outside guiding with his hands while I was parking the van. We do not have any extra light installed to the car. My dad is still sleeping on the floor of the van. I was somehow able to crawl out without waking him up. Where did the cat go?
Morning is always a nice surprise when you come by the night and it's dark outside. You can't really see where you've arrived or parked. But now, when the sun is coming up, you can see everything. Looks like my father has waken up. Morning! I would like to go for a morning swim, but the lake is frozen.
It can be that the ice is not so thick, so you could go there and
Jumping.
swim.
Jumping on the ice and see if I fall in. Do we have a destination for today?
Yeah,
Poland.
Poland, yeah.
I have found something under the car. I'm not talking about this ice cube, but the tube is hanging.
This is van life at its best. Always there is some question marks.
Okay, I'm not sure if it belongs there, so I will just ask my
Dad. I guess the pipe will stay there. With Dad, everything is possible. Not maybe always according to the plan, but eventually, I'm sure this road will take us to Africa.
We found some sightseeing spot. It seems to be some kind of a viewpoint. It's quite high.
And what comes to plans, the plan is that we don't have one. With Dad, adventure is very easy because we're quite similar. We're a little bit quiet, but we can keep our minds calm even in chaotic situations. And then we both like to take videos. For all the dads there, would you be ready to travel with your already an adult daughter for 2 months? And all the daughters out there, could you be able to live with your dad in a camper van?
We're on a mission trying to refill gas in the van. The bottles are so different in every country here in Europe, so it's a little bit of a struggle. I think this is a local filling station. No luck here. My dad is trying out some local ice cream.
Reality versus imagination.
It seems we crossed the line from Lithuania to Poland. Is this the police?
Border guard.
Border.
Ah, good. Where are you going?
Africa.
Africa. To Spain. First, yes.
Oh,
Nice car. I need your driver license and vehicle records, please. Can you open the back, please?
Yeah. They didn't ask Rudi's passport, even though she has one. We didn't get caught this time. I've been wanting to go for a swim.
Now we found the perfect spot.
It's cold. Totally worth it. Decided to break a small hole around me, like made this thumb in the middle of the ice and then slipped my feet beneath.
I was actually a little bit surprised that my dad didn't go for a swim because he was the one that used to go. When we were kids, on every Tuesday, he would go first to the ice bath and then drive us to the school. I guess I learned this ice swimming from there.
Back to the warm van. Ooh, let's go! We have arrived in a big city, in the capital of Poland. We found a spot in a park here in
Warszawa.
Warsaw. There is a pond outside and dog walkers. It seems like a very calm place to be even though we're in the city. Ta-da!
Ta-da!
So we got this water cooker thingy because we haven't figured out the gas situation yet, but with this I hope we will be able to make some warm honey tea.
Voila!
I'm interested if the cups are coming with the thing.
Ha! Guess what?
Oi.
Bonus pack. And this is good travel model. There is a feature. You can wind this up like this. And the bottom doesn't come loose. So it's really compact and nice.
4 days of traveling and now we get this heated water. Feels luxurious. Cheers.
Ja, lite tillbaka. Ännu lite. Ännu lite tillbaka.